Hello and happy gaming, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I just realized I have never done a run using this robe. Vigor increases max health by 10%, decreases cooldowns by 8%. Not gonna lie, have no idea what I would even use this robe for, but as it does decrease cooldowns, perhaps the best idea would be to drop on some things that typically have a long cooldown. Like what? That's a good question. I hadn't even entirely thought about that one. So I suppose I could use this one as a summoner build. So I suppose the question is, does that seem like a viable solution? Do I even want to do a summoner build? I know, guys, it's tricky. It's tricky, isn't it? I know. My first thought is, no, summoner builds can be a little something. But simultaneously, I've not had any major problems with summoner builds, so could be fun to try. So let's give it a whirl and see what happens. We are going to use Line Shock Agent, and we'll also use Null Flash Agent. That having been said, we should also come in here. Where's my pop-up primer? There we go. Alright, now we need a good basic and a good dash. So what's a good basic for this? Typically I like Bolt Rail, but Frostblade is also pretty good. Bolt Disc, no. Could do Bladed Vine. Definitely not Obsidian Splitter, that just seems like a horrible idea. Air Spinner is my usual go-to, but I don't know, don't think I'm gonna need that. Bouncing Blaze is also a good idea, especially if I can get the enhanced version, so I can just so the fireballs pass through enemies. Ooh, so good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do Frostblade. Yep. That seems like a good idea. Alright, so given this summoner build a try, so some of the things that we're going to need for this is we're probably going to need to fashion together something that helps me build up my signature, because that's not going to build up very fast when all I've got is elemental agents and, frost knives. I could also use things that boost the strength of my summons. There we go. Oh, that was chaos. Alright, me and my army. We've got things handled, it looks like. Alright, what do we got here? Tesla Coil, that's a maybe. Family Seal is almost a must. So now we need to hope that there will be decent Arcana that can help me build up my signatures. Things like Thundering Chain, or of course it's the usual Bouncing Surge or Bouncing Bubbles. Any of that would be just a wonderful pickup right now. As is, the idea of building a signature just seems very unlikely. Don't know if Phoenix Talon is going to be worth it, but maybe it'll make my agents burn. Yeah, that took a while. There we go. Alright, so this build is interesting. I barely need to get my hands dirty on Okay, you're starting to make me mad. Alright, so yes, the agents can indeed burn. The problem is, my Frost Blades can also burn, and that's negating the freeze. So I might want to get rid of this. Okay, what is going on here? What is with the strange frame data of the little shadow creatures? Alright, well right now this run is not looking so good. So I need something to make things better fast. Otherwise I'm going to keep losing health at a rapid rate. Alright, so some things that I've been figuring out about the game as I've been playing it more. So, one thing for certain, if you need to retreat from a fight, which, you know, it's almost inevitable, it's going to happen at some point. And you've seen me make this mistake before while I've been playing, so I guess this is, you know, Wizard of Legend, the Darkside Walker offers tips edition. Always try to have an escape route in mind and retreat back to places you've already been. So I'm kind of considering what I'm working with, the Frost Blades. I don't know if I want that. Alright. I'll just walk. Yes, let's say that you get yourself into some trouble and go, oh crap, I need to get out of here, and you decide to go forward into a spot where you haven't been yet. Well, now there's a good chance you're running into more enemies and just making your own life harder. There we go. Alright, do I have anything here that can... Well, to be fair, Dragon Dive can keep enemies away from me. If nothing else, it's a good temporary fix, but we'll see what other things come up. Also, today was my first day back. I'm back at work in a couple days, so... Lovely. Alright, that wasn't so bad. But yes, and getting a signature charge is very rare right now, so I'm doing my best to make things work. Fortunately, these guys are helping me cover a lot of space. Which will bring up the next point that I was thinking about. If you're running a build that doesn't get signature very often, make sure that it can do something else fairly well. Like, my build right now is covering space and making things very chaotic for my enemies to deal with. So that very much makes up for the lack of signature charge, is just the idea that these guys are helping me cover so much ground. And they're also smart. They're also doing a good job offering distraction for the more minor enemies. But I mean, that includes things like the elemental mages and summoners and the rogues. So honestly, kind of worth it. So if you have a build that isn't going to get you many signatures, at least make sure your deck can do something. Your build can do something. As long as I'm playing Slay the Spire here, what the hell? There we go. See, when you get things like that happening, it just overwhelms them, and it's just so good. Improved line shock agents, very good. Lightning streams last longer and deal more damage. Perfect. That's the sort of thing I like seeing. Alright. So whereas I'm not getting a lot of signature spells, I am definitely controlling the field with a lot of summoned health. And that's partially because of the pop-up primer. Because you see what the pop-up primer does is it creates an additional one of whatever it is you're summoning, and just adds that to the cacophony. And that, I believe it works for not just... I will definitely take the Lotus Frost Stone. It doesn't just work for the agents, it also works for the Seekers. And I believe it also works for the Phantom Knights. So, Pop-Up Primer is it's not always good, of course, but when it is, it works wonders. It makes these summon builds just that much stronger. And yes, it does mean that your buddies have less health, but when there's additional of them and you're also there throwing out spells to not only assist them, but to have them assist you, it all works out that much better. So Pop-Up Primer is a must for a summoning build. Okay, you guys are making me mad now. So what should have been just an easy health regain turned into a problem there, because those stupid guys were just firing at me from a distance while I couldn't really get close to them. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm going to. So now I have... The greater max health is not the issue here. What I did that for was for the even bigger increase to my cooldown reduction. Lovely. Alright. And I don't know if the tapping gloves are going to help, but there they are. Alright, need to start playing better, though, so that I can actually recover some of this health that I've lost. Also, I forget how much Dragon Dive actually sucks against bosses. Really only does any good against... really only does any real good against mobs, and I keep forgetting that. Alright, let's wait to summon the agents until he's vulnerable. Oh, except for if you get him up against a wall. Okay, that's good to know, I'm just not sure it helps all that much. Water prison. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. It's a spell, I guess. I don't know, hopefully it'll do me some good. Actually, the damage over time effect of Water Prison is kind of neat. Alright, so now our build is looking very interesting. So what I could really use now is either the book that makes my summons have more health, or the one that makes it so that they spend more time on the battlefield with me. Oh, lovely. That worked out quite nicely. Yeah. The other thing about doing a summon build, and this is something I sometimes forget myself, try to have them summon before you step into a battle room. Pardon me. Because if you need to summon them in the middle of combat, that's going to take a lot of time away from what you should be doing, which is dealing with the enemies and dodging their attacks. The summons can't help you if you're in the middle of getting your ass beat. Oh, here we go. I'm actually going to drop that. And yes, I know that I took it in order to make it so that the summons did burn, but I don't want my Frostblades doing burn, and with Water Prison also acting as a means to keep enemies from doing anything, I think I'm just gonna go without it. Plus, the extra money should help me out with other things. See, this is what I'm talking about. I should have been prepared to deal with these guys before I walked into the room. Have the summons ready to go before the enemies become a problem. There we go. It didn't work out too badly this time, but you will see that if I forget to summon the... Okay, Iris is here. I will upgrade that for sure. Ooh, Mock Stunner. I do like Mock Stunner, but I want to wait and see what sort of relics are available here. Sounds like other people are home now, and their dog is having a field day with it. There we go. So now the Frostblades are bigger and have a greater effect on things. So far this run is turning out pretty okay. Perfect. Then this must be Anders up here. Basic Arcana have an extra combo hit. I like that. I really like Merchant's Cart. That's almost a no-brainer. So right now that's an extra 6.25% damage, just in general to all of my spells. I love it, and as I collect more relics, that'll just continue to be a greater bonus. Ouch. Oh, sweet, I got my signature, but it was already too late by then. Hi, Cecil. What's up, buddy? What's up? You just want to let everyone know you're here? Even Riku's looking at him like, what are you doing? Hi. Hi. Good bird. Singing is okay. Screaming? There's a time for it, but this isn't the time for it, guys. Or guy. The only one of you is actually going nuts right now. Beautiful. Found the boss room nice and early. Sweet, now I can ignore it for a while. Alright, actually Water Prison is doing a lot more good than I thought it would be. Alright, and I have a signature to use in the next combat room, which is right here. Ow. So if you want to do a more generalized version of the summon run, instead of focusing almost solely on summons, you could do like one summon, like say the Null Flash agent, because that has a signature version, and then just go with a series of just other combat spells. But I wanted to go pure summons. Now, see, I don't have a choice but to summon my guys mid-combat here, because this is a longer combat room, so I don't have a lot of options this time around. So if you're in a longer combat room and you don't have many choices, pick and choose your battle. I could have a third agent. Oh my goodness. And you know what? It would probably be better than the Dragon Dive, like by a long shot. Alright, so I'll probably come back for that towards the end of the round here. But first, find Anders, see what he has for sale. The only clue I have is that he's north. I know, those are some pretty vague directions, aren't they, birds? Oh, there's Anders. Just need to deal with this fucker first. And then forget that there's someone firing arrows at me. Oh, hello. Increases the health for all summon arcana. Done. Increases the damage for all summon arcana. Also done. Okay, so might not be getting that Water Pulse agent like I thought I would, but there's still a chance. Also, what is this up to? 8.75? It's a thing of beauty. 20% damage increase. Are you doubled health? Wow! That's beast. Oh my goodness, they're so powerful right. Oh, hey. Yeah, I'll just stand behind my army, thanks. So it's come down to this, has it? Mano a mano. Man to man. Just you and me. And my guards! Alright. Kinda not doing great on the health front. But that's okay. There we go. I think that's gonna be the ticket. So we're summoning water, electric, and null shock, and the dark ones. Yeah, null flash. I mean, you thought I didn't know what I was talking about? Come on now, this is me we're talking about here. This is me. That's why we thought you didn't know what you were talking about. Ha ha. Ah. Okay, I'm not gonna summon any of my guys here, because that just seems... Thanks, guys. The absurdity of this run is starting to hit me. Just, I basically don't have a signature, but at this point, does it matter? Oh, that wasn't the combat room. Okay, well, I mean, hi guys, how you doing? It's good to see you again. Oh, that's a combat room. Excuse me, what? Give. Alright, this is actually a lot more fun than it seems. It can be very interesting just to give yourself a little entourage, and then go, okay guys, let's do this. Excellent. Everything is going according to plan. Now, let me back off for a sec and wait to summon these guys again. Alright. And when you've got a good summon build, this is kind of what it looks like. Your enemies just can't even get through to you because there's so much just trash between them and you. Stupid laser beam Cyclops. I hate you guys. Get that shit out of here. Oh, it's so good. Now what I could really use is either like the jewelry box or Jade's chakra locket. There we go. Look at them all. Just look at them all. Their entire job is just to make me a beast. That's their entire job. Oh, it's so good. Increase armor. I could probably use that. That and the increased armor here will stack with the increased armor there, so, you know, 14% damage bonus. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty steady. And all of it goes to help out the merchant's cart. Yeah, this run is pretty good. Like I said earlier, if your run essentially isn't gonna have a signature spell, then make what you do really good. And what I do really good right now is conjure an elemental army. What about the non-elemental one? And him too. Him, them, okay? I summoned them, they don't have an element, they hit things with lasers. Yeah, we really want to get pedantic over the idea that I'm summoning things that shoot lasers. Not even just lasers, non-elemental shadow lasers. Let's go, guys. Don't think I even need the water ones for this fight. Oh, it's Nocturne. So do I want to give up my Water Pulse agents to see if I can get something else? My first thought is not really. Simultaneously, if he offers me another agent in exchange, that could be a lot of fun. But I think it would be a better idea to not do that and just stick with what I have. There we go. Thanks, guys! And I get the feeling that would be a mistake. I don't really have anything that would get that this would boost. And in exchange, I'd be taking so much more damage from Freya. Just, I don't want that. I don't want that. And I don't think I'm going to take the reactive Vine Mail either. Just take my money to the next floor. And we'll see what comes up. As you can see, the entire premise behind this run is I'm gonna let you guys do all the work. Now, this is typically why I prefer the Venture outfit, because I get further damage and cooldown bonuses, but not gonna lie, I'm perfectly fine with this, too. This must be... yeah, this is Dr. Song. So if for some reason I get into real deep shit, I can come back here and have her help me out with both a health recharge and a new relic. I'm hoping I don't need it, but it's there if I do. Take my entourage into the fray here. See, the funny part is, with all of this going on, I typically outnumber all the enemies quite a bit. Okay, I am going to wait before going over there. There we go. I sense a combat room coming up. And yeah, now I can pretty much take you on solo. Yeah, this is working out pretty nicely. Gain signature charge when taking damage. Yes, please. I'll probably also buy the jewelry box. At that point, hopefully I can just find another relic so I have a maximum suite, so I'm getting the most out of both the heavy travel jacket and the merchant's cart. There we go. Oh, this is such a good summon run. I'm happy I did this, because the last time I did a summon run, it was kinda not so good. But this is a much better example of a summon run. Because this is typically what a good summon run will look like, and I've had a good few decent summon runs. This one is definitely by far one of the more interesting ones. Normally, summon runs for me end up having just 1 or 2 summon spells, not necessarily 3. And you're seeing the result of that right now. The enemies are having such a hard time getting through to me. It's kind of like what Sura tends to do to you when you make it to him. So now he's going to be in for a taste of his own medicine. Which isn't going to change much. It's not like Sura gives a damn. Ooh, enhanced water pulse agents. Yes, please. So now their shotgun blasts have an even wider and more damaging spread. That just serves to make me that much giddier. We've only got a couple more rooms to check out. Yeah, as you can see, the Water Pulse agents now fire an even greater spread, so their attacks are even more all-encompassing. Okay, I'll take the gummy vitamins, even though they don't really have a use at this point. Or, ever. There was nothing that was going to poison me. I mean, it's just kind of there. But I will take it because it's boosting the heavy travel jacket and the merchant's cart. Alright, so now it's on to the midpoint boss. The only other thing I'd even be interested in is the jewelry box. But I can always take that to increase the duration of the shock effect from the line shock agents, if I get enough money for it. I do indeed want to pick up one more relic, just so I have a maximum suite. It kind of doesn't even matter if the relic is at all useful. Alright. Circle around until I can summon my army again. There we go. So nice. Okay, Magician's Top Hat won't do anything. At the same time, it is a freebie. And I can't afford what I really wanted. But you know what? I will take the Starchy Parachute because Sura will have air-based attacks. Now this is maxed out at 12, that's maxed out at 15. It's all looking real good right about now. Alright. So, we're going to start by summoning the Line Shock agents right away. I screwed up. Like, really bad. Okay. Alright. Sort of underestimated her and got my ass kicked by her Ice Spears and Heavy Blade. So, again, we're going into Sura with the need to be a bit more cautious. But do I think I can win? Yeah, I absolutely think I can win. There we go. So he's not going to be thrown off by my agents, but they are going to continue to do damage for me while I'm dodging his attacks. Oh no! Oh, wow. That was just a stomping. My man really didn't even get to do much. Okay, so there you go. That's a pretty good summon run, I gotta say. I'm happy I got the chance to show it off to you. I'm happy it worked out. This was a lot of fun. And that is that. So, to be one of the legendary summoners of Mist, this is how you do it. And yes, that was a Final Fantasy IV reference. But summoners played a bigger role in Final Fantasy IX. Shut up! I'm going with the one that came first. And that was Final Fantasy IV. Obviously, because 4 comes before 9. I have no idea what I'm talking about at this point. Might be time for me to take a short nap. So, thank you everyone very much for watching. I hope you liked the vid. Subscribe, like, comment. Definitely share it with friends, especially if they play Wizard of Legend, so you can be like, look at that. All he did was conjure monsters and then sit back. Which, not entirely true. I threw water prisons too. You know, there you go. So, Thank you very much again for watching, and I will see you in a future video. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.